He was just laying there. When we walked through, I seen it, and I said, oh gosh, Lele, it's a body. I told my daughter it's a body. I said, look at there.
Welcome to Young Black Lives Honored. Be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a respectful comment below. On September 18th, 2022, Jamiren Crosby's family became worried as he hadn't been seen for a couple of hours after leaving home around 2 a.m. with new friends following a football game. That was the last time his mother, Jamiren Crosby, saw him alive. Following a call in which the caller said that Jamiren was dead and where his body could be found, they formed a search party of about 25 persons and headed out to search multiple areas, including different parks and the high school, for at least 6 hours. The mother had also received messages threatening her son's life. The search party also distributed flyers to community members and those passing through. The following day, Virginia Montgomery was walking through Latonia Community Park with her daughter Lele on the way home from school. As they strolled, the mother noticed a blue tarp. It appeared to be a body, and Montgomery doubled back to make sure. The mother then ran and told a neighbor to call 911 because there was a lifeless body laying near the wood line.
He was just laying there. When we walked through, I seen it, and I said, oh gosh, Lele, it's a body. I told my daughter it's a body. I said, look at there. He's holding on a branch.
Virginia Montgomery had stumbled upon the body of 12-year-old Jamiren Crosby.
And I went to this neighbor house over here and told them, please call 911.
Law enforcement was called to the scene in the 2600 block of Parkway Trail around 4:20 p.m. and swiftly marked off the area with crime scene tape. DeKalb County detectives and a while later the medical examiner could be seen working along the wood line and into the woods behind the townhomes.
That's right, Russ and Courtney. And that boy's name, Jamiren Crosby. He was just in the 8th grade. His mom says he was about to start playing football, but she says he will never get the chance to play a game.
He was a good kid.
Chanel Crosby says her son Jamiren was her little helper.
He my helper. He helped me with my little daughter and also my youngest son.
She says he was full of love.
He was a real person. All he wanted was real around him. Real love, wanted to be loved by his family.
Crosby says her son wanted to take care of her when he grew up.
When he get older, he was going to take care of me.
But that will never happen.
He was last seen with his friends.
Crosby says she last saw Jamiren early Saturday morning. She says he left home around 2 a.m.
He never returned back home when he left from with his friend. There's no reason why somebody would want to hurt him. Why would they be texting me or be mad at me? My son was just a kid. You know, love your people, period, because tomorrow not promised, and I just want everybody to know that this could be anybody. This is me, and I never know that I'd be standing right here speaking about my son.
Chanel told media sources that her son was an A student at the DeKalb Alternative School. She went on to say that he had recently joined ATL Elite Football. The family had actually searched an opposite area of the park after receiving the tip the previous day. The grieving mother recalled the special bond they shared. He had even taken his mom to his 5th grade prom.
She was even carrying his uniform.
He was only there 2 days. He didn't even get a chance to play a game.
Now, Crosby says her son is in a better place, and she says he'll never have to worry about hate or fear again.
His mom told me she wants everyone to know who her son was.
In 5th grade, Chanel Crosby says her son, Jamiren, invited her to his school dance.
I never wore prom dress until I went with him. Never wore a prom dress until I went with him.
Chanel Crosby says she didn't finish school, so she never went to a dance and didn't walk at graduation. She wanted it to be different for her son.
Yeah, I went to everything, his dances, anything. I donated to the school, went to speak to the kids at the school. Yeah, he's senseless. He was only 13. He don't know, too much of what he getting himself into.
She says people who loved her son have been telling her all day how sorry they are that he's gone. His 3rd and 1st grade teachers called to tell her what they remembered about him.
Me and them teachers, a lot of teachers, it was hard work with Jamiren, but I was gonna always push him to make sure he got better out of the world.
The 8th grader's grandmother, Sunny Broughton, told the media her grandson had recently moved to the area from Atlanta and had made questionable friends.
He lived in Lithonia. They recently moved in Lithonia. They asked him from Atlanta. And once he got out here, he started hanging with a little group of guys. Stated that they left out on Saturday, but he never returned. So on Sunday, we went looking because he's not a runaway child. He don't have a reason to run away.
Or did he? Was Crosby running from someone after him? A disturbing phone call to the family may be a key piece of evidence DeKalb police used to solving this case.
Somebody knows something because they know the call and stated that he was dead. They didn't say shot, they said dead.
Initially, DeKalb police did not reveal if they considered the case a homicide. Jamiren's family members asserted that the authorities were wasting time by not calling it such. In an update, the police clarified that they were now considering the teenager's passing a homicide and an investigation was currently underway. Family members told the media that they were told that Jamiren's life was taken elsewhere and his body was then dumped at Lithonia Park. A week following the discovery of the 13-year-old's body, police released an image of a person of interest and asked anyone with information to call the DeKalb County Police Homicide Unit. The image showed what appeared to be a young man in a gray sweatshirt with orange armbands. Jamiren's mother said she believed the person wanted for questioning was one of the last persons to see Crosby, though officers said they only wanted to find him for questioning. As of this video, no suspects have been publicly identified.
Folks, we have brand new details tonight in the death of a 13-year-old boy found dead near a park in Lithonia. We now have a picture of the person of interest. Just take a look at your screen briefly here. DeKalb County Police are not yet releasing his name. However, this is the person they said that they're searching for in connection to the death of 13-year-old Jamiren Crosby.
Within a day or two, DeKalb Medical Examiner's Office confirmed that Crosby's cause of death was a gunshot wound.
We are going to get him.
A mom determined to find whoever killed her baby.
I'm pretty sure he fought back as hard as he could, but I believe he was outnumbered.
13-year-old Jamiren Crosby's body was found behind a townhome on Parkway Trail at the edge of Lithonia Park on Monday afternoon.
We know that it's someone close.
Chanel Crosby believes whoever did this had some remorse because of how they left the scene. Not to jeopardize the case, I won't give specific details, but Chanel says her son's killer or killers didn't run off right away.
It was senseless. So if you're watching me, I know that you're thinking about Jamiren. It was no reason why they had to take his life.
A life taken too soon. Since the homicide, family and friends held a vigil for Crosby, remembering a kid who had his whole life ahead of him.
His birthday coming up. He said he was going to get a job or work permit.
Crosby will never see his 14th birthday. A reminder not to take life for granted.
Last year, I didn't expect for us to be spending our last birthday together. I had smushed a cupcake in his face. Yeah, but everything going to be okay. I know Jamiren here in spirit. He got a lot of people behind him.
A GoFundMe set up by the teen's aunt raised almost $7,000 in 24 hours, and as of this video, it had climbed to $8,831 of the $15,000 goal. On October 1st, Jamiren's heartbroken family and friends gathered at Providence Baptist Church on Hawthorne Avenue in College Park to pay their respects to the 13-year-old. His interment was held at Rest Haven Gardens of Memory.
Life and death is unexpected. He was a strong, courageous, growing boy. He said that he was gonna become rich, and he said, "Mama, I'm gonna make you famous one day." He always was just full of life, very outgoing, brave, courageous, talented. He can rap. He played football, baseball.
DeKalb County Police want to question this teen in connection with Jamiren's death.
He's been to my house.
Chanel says this boy police have named a person of interest is 15 years old and was her son's friend. She's begging for him to turn himself into police.
We just want to know what happened to Jamiren. We know that they was together, and we just want to know what happened to him, period. I mean, he was only 13 years old. We know that he didn't shoot himself.
Jamiren's mom knows her son's life was short, but hopes his legacy lives on forever.
Remember his smile, his jokes, everything about him was joy. So I'm pretty sure he'll never be forgotten.
If you have information pertaining to this case, I encourage you to submit the details to Crime Stoppers Atlanta's tip line at 404-577-8477, which you can do anonymously. You can also submit a tip online at www.crimestoppersatlanta.org or by texting CSA and the tip to crimes 274-637. Additionally, you can contact DeKalb County Police Homicide Unit at 770-724-7850. I will be following the outcome of this case, so be sure to subscribe so you never miss an update. May the family and friends of Jamiren Crosby find solace in the happy memories, and may his soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.